Welcome to the Money Watch podcast. It's Thursday, May 11th, and we are here trying to answer financial questions. When I say we, I'm talking about me, Jill Schlesinger, CBS News business analyst and certified financial planner, and my compadre, Mark Talercio, who is the best executive producer in the world and also the co-host of this show. Good morning, Mark.
Buongiorno.
You're going to have to do something different. I want you to be every day a different language when you say hello. How about Chinese?
早上好.
早上好. Anyone else have a language requirement? I'm just going to use the English. Guten Morgen, or German. I can do that. It's like I'm doing the read for what was the name of the sponsor? Rosetta Stone. I got a lot of people saying they wanted to buy it because of my read. Anyway, it's here, it is now, and it is time for us to really focus on you and your financial issues. Do you have some sort of life thing that's going on? Some change? Is it a new job? Is it a change in home? Is it sending kids to college? Anything going on in your life that needs a little perspective and something that might be touching your financial world, you got to let us know. Just go to our website, JillOnMoney.com, click the Contact Us button, and we'll get your note. While you're at JillOnMoney.com, just bookmark that site. You can go back. You can go listen to our other podcasts. You can go check out the resources section. And anytime a financial issue does come up, it's there for you. You can also buy my book, The Great Money Reset. That is a book that really is providing a framework to making big changes in your life. And you can subscribe to our new service, Jill on Money Live, access to quarterly live webinars and extra special content. Today, Mark, we are joined by Robert, who's on the line from New York. Hello, Robert. How are you?
Hi, Jill. Hi, Mark. How's it going?
Going well. What's up? What can we do for you?
So the reason I got in touch with you is because we're looking to do a couple of home projects. And I was wondering what the best way to fund those projects is.
Okay. So there's a we. So tell us about who's we.
My wife. My wife is 38 years old. I am 45 years old. We've been married close to 14 years now.
Nice. You have any kids?
We do. We have a 10-year-old and a 3-year-old. 10-year-old daughter and 3-year-old son.
Whoa, nice little space between those two. So you took a little breaky break. Good for you.
Yeah.
Okay. And are those kids in public school or private school?
They are both in public school.
Okay, good. Are you both working full-time, part-time, in the home, out of the home? What are you guys doing?
We're both working full-time. I'm out of the house all the entire time. My wife works 3 days a week in the office, 2 days a week out of the office.
That's good. I mean, that's excellent, actually. Just have a little flexibility. How much do you guys earn together?
Combined, about $350,000 a year.
Wow. Good for you.
My wife has really killed it lately.
You married well?
Yeah.
That's good. Good. It's better to marry well. It's a little bit easier. Are you guys both making retirement plan contributions on that $350,000?
We are. So my wife is doing 8% and she gets an 8% match. She's looking actually to up that because she just got a promotion recently. So we're probably going to go up to at least 10%.
Okay.
And I max out every year.
Okay. How's your cash flow just based on the amount you're putting in? You say you can put a little bit more in, but let's presume that you're already doing the 10% and you're maxing out. Cash flow okay? How are you feeling?
Yeah, cash flow's okay. We have, I would say on average, probably $1,500 to $2,000 left over every month.
Wow, that's great.
With the 2 kids, we contribute to some 529 plans and stuff like that.
How much money in the 529s?
So right now, the 10-year-old has about $25,000 and the 3-year-old has around $10,000 or so.
Okay, great. How about in your retirement accounts? What's the, it doesn't have to be exact, but about how much do you have saved for retirement?
Combined, we have about $420,000 combined.
And is that all pre-tax or is there a Roth part of it?
That's all pre-tax.
Okay. And will either of you be entitled to a pension?
I will be entitled to a pension. So I will be entitled to around $125,000 to $130,000 a year.
Whoa, that's huge. Wow. You're 45. I mean, you're still young. When could you claim that pension if you wanted to?
I could claim it in a little over 2 years.
Oh my gosh. Okay. What's the game plan?
45 now. I can see myself going to around 60.
Okay. That's great. Does your pension come with medical? So if for some reason you're like, oh, I can do it at 58, would you have medical coverage?
Yeah, lifetime medical for myself and my wife.
Oh my gosh, that's great. Holy smokes. So would you say that, in general for you guys that you are thinking sort of 15 more years of working for both of you?
My wife seems to think like she might stick around. She
Hmm.
kind of wants to keep working, but honestly, I think once I retire, she'll probably retire with
Yeah,
me.
exactly. She's
Yeah,
going to be
yeah.
like, you look like you're having a lot of fun. I was just talking to a friend of mine and he was telling me, oh, I'm retiring at the end of May. And I said, well, what's your partner going to do? And he says he's going to keep working. And then as the time marches on and he's like, oh, well, like I can go away whenever I want. I don't have to wait about like for certain, like, 'cause it was like a school based thing. I don't have to wait for, a school vacation anymore. And now it's like the partner's like, no, maybe I will come and do that. All right.
Yeah, we love to travel too, so that'll definitely be the case with us.
All right. So how much is the house worth?
We just got an appraisal and it was around 600,000 or so.
Okay. And is there a mortgage that's outstanding on it?
There is. We have $405,000 mortgage, and that's at 3.5%.
Awesome. 30 year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. So let's talk about the projects that you're thinking about doing. So the home projects, what are you going to do? How much is it going to cost?
So I just want to say that neither one of these are pressing. It just wants more than needs. But
These are wish projects.
right. So
Okay.
my wife wants a new deck. It would be a 2-story deck. I'm estimating 25 to 30K for that project.
Okay.
And then at some point, doesn't have to be this year, maybe next year. So she wants to completely fence in the backyard. And we've gotten estimates on those, and they range from like 10 to 15,000.
All right. You're not breaking my bank. Thank God. And do you guys have money that's in cash right now, just safe on the side?
Yeah. So emergency reserves, we have around 40,000,
Mm-hmm.
and then we have a brokerage account that's close to 60,000, a joint brokerage account that we have.
And you've got 1,500 to $2,000 a month that you're putting into what right now? Is it mostly in the 529 or is it mostly going to the brokerage?
So a little of both. So we do 200 in each child's 529 account monthly, and then we contribute around 1,000 or so to the brokerage account.
Okay. In the brokerage account, is that like a newish investment account? And I'm just trying to figure out, are there any losses that you have in that brokerage account right now?
So we had it in a target date fund for about 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And from listening to yourself, and Mark has mentioned this a couple of times, that's probably not a great idea to have a target date fund in the brokerage account. So I had a loss, so I sold it this year.
Good.
Then we put it into just index funds, for, S&P 500s, total stock market.
That was a good year to do that.
Right,
by the way.
yeah. From listening to you guys, I looked to see if I had a loss or not, and I decided to do it this year.
Yeah, pull that trigger. Beautiful. Okay, let me just do a few other of the basics. I'll let Mark jump in. Do you guys have life insurance in place?
We do. That's another thing I'm looking up a little bit. So it's 300,000 each, and it's term.
Can you buy more through work, or would we do it privately?
I would probably do it privately because I can buy a little more at work, but it wouldn't be much.
Okay. And do you guys have your estate documents? You have a will and a power of attorney and a healthcare proxy. Do you have that in place?
You're breaking up, Joe. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. Oh, good. I'm sorry. What? Pardon me?
So I have the paperwork. I have to just submit it. I got it. And I have no excuse because my job does it for free for me. So
Oh, come on.
we'll
now.
get that done immediately.
Get that done, okay? I'm going to give you right up until when you have until Memorial Day weekend to get it done.
I will.
Okay? Good. All right, Mark, other questions for Robert?
I no questions, just a quick observation. You mentioned you ditched a target date fund and you went to the 500 in the total stock market. I would pick one or the other. Don't use both because there's a lot of overlap. I mean, the total stock market is basically a third S&P, a third mid cap, and a third small cap. So just one or the other. Don't use both.
Okay, got it.
And I have another question for you. You're both doing pre-tax. Do you have Roth potential in either of your retirement accounts?
I do in mine. My wife does not at this point.
Okay. I mean, you live in a high tax state, but I'll point out that, maybe for you, I would start using a Roth option, frankly, because you'll be in the 24% tax bracket. You're fine. You can pay the tax that's due. You are going to be in a high tax bracket. You're just going to be for the rest of your lives because you've got that fat pension. You'll both have Social Security, and she's saving a ton of money. So I think that you should do the Roth. Mark, how do you want to pay? I want to do the new deck. I want to get it done. How do you want to pay for it, Mark?
I don't really want to take out a HELOC. I think I would use the brokerage account and then just replenish it. They got $2,000 a month. I mean, they can build it up again pretty quickly.
How long will it take you to really like pull the trigger on doing the new deck? Could we, we could sell some of the brokerage account and then you can just replenish it, or you can wait to build up this 20 grand, next year and do it. But I would just do it. You're cash flowing beautifully. It seems silly to me that you're in such great shape that you wouldn't do like a nice project in your home. So I think you should just do it. What would prevent you from doing it?
No, nothing really. I'm more the conservative worrier than my wife with regard to money. So I'm always like, let's just save up and we'll do it next year.
You have that pension, that's your security.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm definitely willing to do it this year. I was just considering the HELOC, but if you think the brokerage account is the better option.
I don't want to do a HELOC now. I just don't think. I mean, the rates are not great. You have cash flow. You can do this. You can totally do this.
I feel like that would bother me anyway. So if I have it now, I might as well just use what I have now.
All right. This is good. I like this. I think it's all good. I really do. And also, when you retire and you have that pension, there will be an option for us to have a joint survivor option. Like that in other words, if something happened to you and you were receiving the pension, we do have the opportunity to make sure your wife receives it, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, good. I think that's good. I think that's very good.
Being that I do have that pension, how aggressive and for how long can I be with my investment accounts? Or should I be? Because right now, mostly, it's probably like 90-10. Like I mentioned, total stock 500, and then I have like 10% in bonds only. I
mean, I don't think you could be 80-20, it would be fine. But like, if you're not sensitive to price movement, see, the reason why people like to have some diversification is that they say the ride is too agonizing. Like last year was a horrible year. How'd you guys feel about it?
Yeah, it doesn't bother me.
All right. And look at you. I'm good. I wouldn't worry too much. I would probably be more like 80-20, just because you're 45, dude. You're not 35 anymore. And so, but you don't have to go crazy and you're good savers. So I think that it's fine. Mark was, in terms of what Mark has said previously, I do like the idea that you're out of the target date fund. Once you get the new deck done, okay, you do the deck. And then maybe you're saving some more, you're replenishing. And then let's also see as in the next couple of years, once you do these projects, maybe you amp up the 529s a little bit just because, you may want to have a little bit more money going into that 529 plan for the 10-year-old because that kid's, just 7-8 years away. So, but let's get the projects done.
We better be going to the first barbecue on that deck.
Yeah, that's right. We'll be there. Mark has a car, so he'll drive us up there. It's perfect. It's all good. My
daughter recognizes your voices already from hearing your voices in the car when I listen.
Nice, nice. All right. Anything else from your perspective that we can help you out with?
No, that's all. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Robert in New York. Excellent. If you want to pay for a home improvement project, if you want to think about how to really weigh the decisions you make today with your long-term goals, that's really what we're talking about. Mark and I are here to help you out. Just go to JillOnMoney.com, click the Contact Us button, and then complete the form. At the end of the form, if you want to join us live, just check off that box. Mark does everything else. Don't forget, you can sign up for the free weekly newsletter right on that website, JillOnMoney.com. All right, thank you so much for listening. Mark Talercio is the co-host and executive producer. Karen Kranick is our web queen. We are distributed by Paramount Global. We drop our episodes every Tuesday and Thursday. Try to lift someone up today. It will make that person feel good. It will make you feel good. Change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thank you for listening. We'll talk to you next week.